What's going on, guys? This is No Luck Sports here, back again with another episode. I believe it's week, 16? 15?
It is week
I think it's
16.
16, yeah. Week 16 of the NFL season. And I did pretty bad last week. They went 1-4.
I think we all had the same record.
Yeah, we all did.
And we took different picks. That's the craziest part.
Mm-hmm. Most pros I saw, they went 1-4 as well. Seems like
It's hard to call them pros.
yeah, it's hard to call them pros. It's hard to really evaluate who's who right now. NFL's weird. Even the sports books out here losing money. You got 15 leg parlays hitting left and right.
Yeah, I think I saw a stat that this is like the fourth worst season for the dogs.
Yeah.
Of all time.
All time.
That's crazy. Fourth worst all time for the dogs is crazy. And we love to bet dogs.
Yep. Can't think of the last match that we've watched, and it seems like things are going our way. Kind of seems like we're always kind of battling back and hoping that a cover comes in.
Favorites are winning at a 72% clip this year, which is the highest since 2009.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
2009, what the hell were we doing? We was in
fucking kids.
Damn middle school.
Yeah.
Enjoying life. And didn't have to worry about no betting.
Not losing money on fucking football like degenerates. But it's just been a rough year, bro. But it's not a matter of, you can't just, you got to kind of treat it like a long-term, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a long-term approach.
Yeah.
So you can't just totally try to rework and change up your approach due to like one season not going well for you. You know, you just stick to your process and continue to bet the sides that you bet.
Even like for us, I mean, we've been betting for what? This is like our fifth year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time that we're kind of seeing it like this out of,
No, last year was similar.
Period. At the end, I feel.
Last year was similar for sure because I wasn't doing too well.
Yeah.
The year before was like the NFL that that I guess we're accustomed to, like at its core, which is just being pretty much unpredictable. It seems like that, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say there is still upsets, here and there, but it's not. I feel like, and most people feel the same way, that it's really not like what it was, just
same
a
frequency.
season or two seasons ago where like week in and week out there was just so many upsets taking place.
The season that you're
big
thinking
dogs.
of didn't have fucking Al Michaels and shit like that being like, this field goal means a lot for some people.
Yeah,
They weren't doing shit like that. They weren't predicting spreads before the game.
I feel like a classic game where it's like you always take the dog is like, for example, like Baltimore playing the Giants. Like, it's a big team. Like, who would ever think that the Giants would be able to cover that spread?
No,
like a couple.
I actually leaned Baltimore in that game.
Well, no,
That's
I'm saying like back then, like the storyline would be like, who would think? But I'm saying not just that's the most
that was
the recent game that I could think of in my mind.
That was like a spot play though. I wouldn't even. That wasn't a good example. It was more so like a game that we all knew was the right side. Just somehow, some way they couldn't cover.
Yeah.
When in all reality, they probably should have won outright. Was the Browns against the Chiefs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Browns held the Chiefs to 14. Well, they muffed the punt, gave them the ball on the 9-yard line. You can say that. Yeah, whatever. The Chiefs scored 3 touchdowns offensively, but they gifted them one touchdown because they gave them the ball in instant red zone, fucking within the 10-yard line. But
yeah,
watching that game, you felt like, damn, the Browns are the right side here. It's just this, we're living in a different era of the NFL. There's just dogs are not getting, that backdoor cover nowhere near like at the same rate that they used to. I don't know. That's how I felt like numerous times this year, where it's like I know I'm on the right side. It's just a lot of the times this shit comes down to luck, bro. You just catch a break or two,
Yeah.
Those breaks just aren't in favor of the underdogs this year. If anything, it's like they're in favor of the favorites. Think about it. Another example, the Colts at the Texans, total spot play. I knew the Colts were the right side. No one wanted to bet them. Anthony Richardson's quite abysmal. Everyone knows that. But they're about to go up 20-7 in the second quarter. The Broncos couldn't do anything. They could not move the ball on that defense. They had 180 yards of offense. The Colts had over, I think it was close to 350, and they lost by 2 touchdowns. It's just like
the irony is that literally happened to the Broncos. Yesterday? That literally happened to them yesterday.
No, the Chargers had a shit ton of yards.
But I'm saying the sense of like they were up.
Well, no,
decently, and then they literally ended up not even covering the spread, and they were up.
But that wasn't fluky. The Chargers just fought back.
That shit was a big turn in momentum in that
game. I know, but that was like
11, right?
that was like a traditional.
Yeah, 11, and the Broncos were moving it. It's not like it was like lucky scores. The Broncos were moving the ball.
Yeah, but that was just like a traditional comeback. It wasn't like the fucking Colts, Jonathan Taylor dropping the ball before he walks into the end zone. You can and then a Donnie Mitchell on a lateral trick play, their wide receiver throws a pick six. It's not like a wide receiver for the Broncos threw a pick six or one of their players just dropped the ball before walking. No, that was just Herbert came out there and started fucking slinging that shit. He made some crazy throws. But, dude, I couldn't even believe what the fuck I was watching.
Yeah.
It was like Jonathan Taylor drops the ball, and I try not to, like, think to myself, all right,
here we go.
But then it started like weighing in on my mind.
Kind of see it starting to prevail.
It's this is about to fall apart, and it fell apart. Of course it did, because that's the type of year that just like everybody's having, and like Aaron said, even guys that are like the best in the world at this, they're not having great years either.
Yeah, calling them phonies, fakes. Even got people talking about the AI machines predicting games.
Bro, there's dudes on Action. That are like their records are public, guys that are like they're sharp, they're good at what they do, but they're all fucking struggling as well.
Yeah,
that's
the unfortunate side of things.
But it's a long-term approach, so you have a season that you don't do too well. It's part of it. You just got to keep firing away and trust the process.
Yeah, there's still weeks
we'll see.
to go.
Honestly, I think things will take a turn once the playoffs start.
I don't think things will take a turn this season at all. I'm pretty much like I don't want to say it's
Bro, just chalked it up.
Bro,
just punted the season, bro.
I don't want to say it's chalk, but in my mind it kind of is at this point, just because.
I don't want to say it, but in my mind it is. He just punted the season, bro.
Yeah.
We got a whole week to go over.
Bro, let's face it. Like, it's week 16. Things have not got back. There's been no type of regression in, like, that sense where.
I could still win out.
Bro, there's been. Yeah. I mean, you're probably just best. You could have literally just blindly betted favorites and took them like ATS against the spread to cover, and you'd be hitting at like nearly a 60% clip, because favorites have covered at like favorites. I think it was like 58% this year.
Jesus Christ.
Last week, what we had 2 dogs went outright, the Bucs and the Bills. What two field goal dogs?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
The NFL, we know you'd have fucking like a 10-point dog winning outright every week. It seemed like, or not. Let me not exaggerate like that, but you'd have a close to a touchdown dog, or like
Yeah, winning outright. Yeah. Now it's like it's rare, and then you'll see it for like a week or two stretch, and then kind of just goes back to all favorites.
Oh, and the Cowboys, no?
Yeah, the Cowboys as well. Sorry, they were 2.5-point dogs, but and then they're like a team like the Steelers last week. Everybody was on that plus 5.5, plus 6. That's like the one, I guess.
This was versus the Browns, right?
Approach that seems to like still, hold up right now, which is like fading the public when the public is backing. A dog. Yeah. Fading a public dog because you always get a quality team on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was on the Eagles, but that's really it. Like that's the only we did that as well with Buffalo. That Sunday night game against the Ravens. They were like one of the biggest public dogs of the season.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Last night.
The Ravens won that game.
Yeah, the Ravens killed them.
Why the fuck? Yo, don't mean to jump over, but this whole MVP thing, bro, it's kind of pissing me off, to be honest.
Bro, I think...
Did we all just forget that Lamar spanked the Bills?
Yeah,
are we going to forget that?
People are going to forget it because the Ravens have 5 losses.
Literally, what?
And they've lost to some bad teams, which the Ravens...
I think that game doesn't change. I mean, just them beating the Bills doesn't change the fact that Josh Allen is playing good. Playing really good. So is Lamar, though. So is Joe Burrow. But he's playing good.
He's playing good, but...
Playing real good.
Lamar is leading in every single passing statistic.
Dude also just beat the Lions, which we're looking
Bro,
at a powerhouse.
We all know that the Lions are going to make it to the playoffs. It's going to be hyper on them. And then they're going to lose.
You could say
that happened like the past, 2 years now?
You could say that about all 3 of those teams.
They made it to the NFC Championship.
And they lost.
You could say that about the Ravens. You could say that about the Bills, too.
Yeah.
The only team you can't say that about is...
Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you can use that logic for all 3 of those.
Nah, but Stephen A. Smith. Bro, dude said something crazy today. When talking about the MVP. He was like, oh, Cam Newton was like, yo, like, who's the best quarterback right now? You know what the fuck Stephen A. Smith came... You know what a quarterback came out of his mouth?
Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, I want to question if this dude even watches football after that.
I mean, Mahomes hasn't been playing well this year, but...
dog shit. For you to say that he's the best quarterback right now, bro.
He's glazing off reputation.
Just crazy.
I guess generally speaking, if you want to put it like that, yeah, he's like the best quarterback of our generation. You could say that, but current day, no. It has to be between Lamar or Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Or Burrow.
And then Burrow's their number 3. I'd probably say Patrick Mahomes is... I don't even say Patrick Mahomes is top 5 right now. He's top 10. He's like number 8 or number 7. He's in that area. Like right there. But
people are gonna cut him more slack, because he's Patrick Mahomes. They're gonna put
I
it.
think he's earned
more
slack too.
They're gonna put it on his O-line and his weapons, but outside of Joe Burrow, like Josh Allen, I mean, yeah, he had Diggs, but this year it's not like he has a fucking star, loaded cast of players around him. Neither does Lamar.
Yeah.
But
didn't they sign Deontay Johnson and release him?
Yeah, we released him today.
That's funny.
He wasn't happy with his role on the team.
Bro, they're gonna argue.
Dude's a diva. It's like exactly what people had fucking
as to why he left Pittsburgh.
Yeah, everything that people claimed he was, he just proved it.
He proved it. Yeah.
He wasn't. He didn't. He was supposed to play in the Eagles game. And he didn't. He chose to sit out.
I was gonna say, it's funny how people are like, the reason as to why people are looking at Josh Allen is because of the whole, obviously the drama with Stephon Diggs and everything leaving. But then somebody argued that Lamar Jackson has Derrick Henry. Mind you, this is 31-year-old Derrick Henry who hasn't had a good game in a couple weeks. Are we just going to forget that Josh Allen has James Cook, who is a top 5 running back in the league? Like, are we just going to ignore that? Like James Cook.
Argue James Cook's better than Derrick Henry?
No. I'm not arguing that.
Okay.
But James Cook is a good running back.
He is.
Earlier this year, he was balling out. I think he had like 3 or 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah.
Like, what type of argument is that? And it's just crazy.
I
Like,
don't know, bro. The script is gonna have him win.
bro, Lamar may actually hit 45 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's like an insane season. I think right now he's having statistically like the 3rd best season in the whole NFL history.
Yeah.
When it comes to QBR, like, bro, come on.
Yeah, the only guys that have put up numbers like him,
I think it's
Brady,
Aaron Rodgers and
Aaron Rodgers.
Peyton Manning.
No,
I think Peyton Manning was number 2.
QBR, but touchdown to interception ratio.
Oh.
It's just Brady and Rodgers put up. He's up to
Similar
34 touchdowns and 3 picks.
I'll tell you, if Lamar wants to win MVP, he's got to win this game.
Yeah.
He's got to win this game.
Shit, let's get into
struggles
it.
Because
against
they're saying that
Pittsburgh.
shit is his kryptonite, bro.
Yeah.
In
That
Pittsburgh.
And Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes. No, doesn't Pittsburgh? It's in Pittsburgh.
No, it's in Baltimore,
That's
but
what
he's
I'm
never
saying.
played them in Baltimore.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
Pittsburgh-
never played Pittsburgh. He would always hurt some random.
Oh, sorry. I think it's since 2020 he hasn't played them.
Oh,
But either way, Pittsburgh goes to Baltimore and beats
No.
you guys outright, no?
He's never played them in
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Like something always happens, right? Like an injury or something.
No, last year we clinched the number 1
And he
seed.
sat.
2 previous years injury. Year prior to that, clinched number 1 seed. Yeah, it's weird. He's never because these games are typically the last 2 weeks of the season. But yeah, he has struggled in Pittsburgh playing them.
Yeah.
Not in I mean, obviously, like I just said, he's never played them in Baltimore. But
Oh, and this game is tomorrow?
yeah,
This is a good game right here. It's a very good game. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, first game we got is Texans at the Chiefs. It's actually these are 2 pretty good games.
Yeah.
I like this.
This line's been moving all over the place because obviously injuries and people getting said that they're going to play and stuff like that. So Patrick Mahomes got cleared. Who else?
Yo, talking about injuries, I
Mahomes.
saw a pretty funny meme. It was David Montgomery. They were saying how he went to the 3rd doctor.
Yeah.
And they showed it was an AI image of Campbell. Like, as like a doctor, and they're like, this is the 3rd doctor that he went to go see.
And then they said he's good. He can come back. I like that.
Seems like it's just like a sprain. He's gonna rehab it. Should be back
He's
in the
gonna get
playoffs.
he's going to get that yard. Don't even worry about it.
But yeah, this one I did see some reports as well with lines moving up and down. Mahomes was on the injury report. I believe he's off.
I mean,
now.
earlier this week you could have
Or
got
he's-
them as almost 3-point dogs, no?
Yeah.
yeah, 2.5
Yeah.
point dogs.
Now he's like a full participant or something like that.
Yeah, he
So it
was
looks
just
like he's gonna
he was a full participant in practice on Wednesday, and the line flipped.
play. Okay.
That's really all it was.
Yeah, everything changed.
They went from plus 2.5 to minus 3.5.
Now, do you feel good about C.J. Stroud going into Kansas City and covering 3? You're getting the hook.
There is some reports, right? You said that earlier, one of the podcasts, he struggles away.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not really his splits. His home and away splits are there's definitely a discrepancy there, and he doesn't seem to play too well outdoors.
But I also don't like 3.5.
Yeah, I lean the Texans for sure in this.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, what they're aiming to do tomorrow, which I'm sure the
They start
Bucs,
the line.
they just want to middle shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took the Chiefs earlier, now they're taking the Texans.
Yep. Yo, not
The
gonna lie,
Bucs
though,
will get crushed if that happens.
he is pretty dog shit away this year. He's had like 2 games that are good, but they're against pretty bad teams.
They've been dog shit in general, to be honest. They haven't lived up to like what, people were expecting them to be.
His
based
drop
off
off
last
is
year's performance.
kind of nuts though.
But I wouldn't put it on Stroud necessarily.
Yeah.
He's had bad offensive line play. And then obviously Nico Collins going down was huge.
Yeah, earlier and yeah.
But yeah, I think I lean the Texans to cover the 3.5.
I think I lean Texans too.
Shit.
Don't feel great about it
I
though.
don't know why, but
But I don't either.
I don't want to say it.
This is a game I might just want to watch and wait for the next game.
Watch and just relax.
And just wait for the next game. But you're not going to like me next game.
Everyone's on the Steelers. The same shit.
I don't feel good about the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't feel good about.
I don't
Steelers
feel good
either.
about the Steelers. I feel better about the Ravens. Crazy enough.
I think this is a game where Lamar really does fucking prove it.
It's a fucking.
The Steelers are banged up. Ravens are healthy, and Steelers. I don't know. They what Pickens still he might play.
Pickens is gonna play. I'm pretty sure.
But I don't know why I randomly thought of Kenny Pickett. I was like, yo, is dude still on the team? Yeah.
It's a fishy ass line.
Yeah, it is. Why is it so big?
They opened up at 6.5,
and it's just been.
I don't know if the
stagnant.
books were just trying to reel everybody in with their teasers and pray for a Steelers outright, upset.
Yeah.
But the Steelers are a public dog.
Yeah, they are.
I like the Ravens. I don't know why I like the Ravens. And
I
know what you're.
I think the
supposed to do
Ravens are
here.
angry.
I know what you're supposed to do here, but I like the Ravens here. I don't know why.
Trends are always bound to be broken.
Mm-hmm. And they're hammering that trend to everybody.
You hear that?
She was like laughing.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. It's inevitable. Like, there's always going to be that outlier.
Everything
performance.
is pointing towards people picking the Steelers. Literally, the Ravens just had a great game. Steelers just had a bad one. Steelers have been trending downwards. Ravens are off a bye, just blew somebody out. Everything's trending towards people picking the Steelers, and I feel like the Ravens are just going to snap that. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's kind of like a similar Bill spot, in my opinion.
I don't know why. I have a feeling they're going to cover that touchdown.
I do know historically, these games are
Super
always, you're always talking a field goal or less somehow, some way. These games are determined by like
1 point.
2 points, a point, But I don't know. It's a very fishy line. My theory, like I said, the books, it's a number that everybody's going to tease,
Yeah.
Take it down to an outright win, essentially,
But
half a point.
Aren't they like 5-0 against you guys? I saw something that they beat you guys outright.
They beat the Ravens. They swept us last year, and they're 1-0 against us right now. This season.
So think about that. They're hanging plus what? Probably 250 money line on you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know about the outright because people are gonna bet that. People are gonna bet that because
For sure.
they're definitely throwing that out there to the public.
For sure. A lot of people are going to fall for it. I hope. I definitely lean Ravens as well. I don't know. I think most people leading up to this matchup would have made this number like 3.5, 4, because that's typically what it's around, a field goal, maybe a little bit more than a field goal. But no, I mean, I guess the books are taking the Steelers' performance against the Eagles into consideration, and which we all, I mean, shit. I felt like that's exactly was like what happened in that Steelers game. That game against the Eagles is what I kind of figured would happen. Steelers didn't really have much success offensively. They couldn't move the ball. Like, they were inept. Their first 3-4 drives, they just didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There is like a sense of like uncertainty because shit. Yeah, Lamar's never played them at home. I don't know if that's really going to be the difference in this tough matchup for us, but hey, we'll see.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm going Ravens in that. You like Steelers?
It's a big number for a reason.
I like Ravens. Unfortunately, I like Ravens and the Chiefs this week.
I definitely lean Texans and Ravens.
Yeah.
That's my plus 3.5 and the -7.
Oh, Texans and Ravens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are and the under is another like auto bet that most people take in that matchup because it's always historically it's generally a low scoring game between the Ravens and the Steelers. But yeah, totals.
You and totals haven't been.
They're just strange, man.
Totals.
Have I won a total?
totals this year have been brutal.
What was
Isn't
Chargers? What was Chargers?
42 and a half.
Shit got fucking
42
destroyed.
got destroyed.
Yeah.
Totals have been, but scoring's up.
That's good.
Scoring.
'Cause last year, scoring was down, like, significantly, right? It was
Last year, unders were hitting at a higher
crazy.
rate, which is good for us because we're under betters.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
It's always generally a fate of the public when you're betting unders.
Mm.
So
Let's go. Next game Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, the Sunday morning slate. We're starting off with the Browns at the Bengals.
Fucking dog shit game.
Yeah. I mean, what's his name? Thompson, whatever, starting.
DTR is gonna get the start here.
Yeah.
I need to look into that.
Bengals by
Bench
15.
Jameis Winston. Shake my head.
Bengals by
You're-
16.
Most people
Yeah, to
would.
be honest.
You're supposed to bet the Browns in this spot against the Bengals because they always play them super tight.
Yeah,
But
no,
I've
What-
seen him play.
with DTR at quarterback, oof,
Yeah.
it's tough.
That shit's gonna get
It's
ugly.
gonna
It's tough
get
to do.
worse, to be honest. Jameis Winston was giving them a little bit of hope. I don't think DTR is going to go in there and make a difference.
But that was a horrible performance against the Chiefs, man.
Yeah,
They should have
that-
beat the Chiefs outright. He threw that game, just totally sold.
Don't worry, this fool would have done worse.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually think you take the spread in this. I'm not gonna bet it, but I think you take the spread in this on the Bengals.
Yeah.
I just can't see the Browns doing anything. And the Bengals they just came off a sloppy game, and they see a route. They see a route to the playoffs.
They're relying on other teams, but yeah, there is a route.
But even those games, I could see those games going their way.
Shit. If I needed the Dolphins to go my way so I can get into the playoffs, I have hope too.
Yeah,
That's their hope.
Facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably lean Bengals. I don't think we feel that highly about this game though.
Yeah. Next one we got
I would have if Jameis was starting. I would have.
Yeah, no, if Jameis was starting, I would.
Oh,
but
for sure.
to be honest,
Be all over the
we want to know
Browns.
how this game could go. DTR comes in, plays a quarter or two. They realize that, yo, this dude's even worse, and Jameis comes in.
It's possible.
Next one, we got the Rams at the Jets.
Oh shit, you know what the fuck's going on here?
Oh, yeah, bro, it's Rams.
Oh yeah, fuck no.
Oh,
You're gonna die on the
Hell
sword,
no.
bro. You're gonna die on the sword. You're going
Fucking
Jets.
plus 3.5
You're going
all
Jets.
day. This is one of my favorite sides of the week.
It is my favorite side of the week, and I'm gonna die on the sword, bro.
Auto bet. I haven't lost faith in Rodgers.
I'm gonna die on the sword, bro.
10, bro.
No, they're 5-10. Sorry, 4-10.
They're 4-10.
My dog's gonna finish 7-10.
You're gonna
finish out
die.
the season strong. They're taking the Rams down outright.
Oh,
I agree.
God, bro.
It's gonna be nasty. You got to do it though.
This
Be
is
honest, you don't want to bet the Rams in this spot.
It's a classic spot play, bro.
You want to bet the Jets,
Bro, every single time.
bro. That shit's at MetLife, bro.
Every single time I go on the Jets side, something stupid happens, bro.
I talked about how I liked the Jets last
Jeez.
week as a favorite against the Jags, and I didn't fucking bet it, bro. Fluky ass game. They found a way to cover.
It's the Jags.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
That's most people's logic. They don't stand a chance against the Rams. But let's keep it a buck. The Rams,
The Rams are good.
while they're playing good right now, they do have a lot of deficiencies. They're not a complete football team. Not saying that the Jets are fucking a complete football team, but I just think that the Jets are they're just a little bit undervalued here in this matchup. Like,
The Jets are stacked.
that's too big of a number.
This is-
Why are they 4-10?
This is outright, bro. Just stop questioning. This is outright. Definitely take the
Coaching,
three.
man. There's all types of factors there. But yeah, we can move on. I don't know.
lost
I'm on the
this.
Jets
This
here.
is outright. I'd feel good
Yeah.
about this game.
God damn, bro. You gonna make me change my damn bet. All right, next one we got the Eagles.
The
at
way
the
things have been
Commanders.
going this year, the Rams are gonna kill them. Watch.
Shit, maybe.
Next one we got the Eagles at the Commanders.
Shit, my
I literally
stupid
told
ass
my
likes the
I
Commanders.
told my homeboy Sunday night when the Packers and Seahawks were playing Sunday Night Football. I said any other year this is an auto bet, like the Seahawks +3 at home.
That shit was nasty.
But then I was like, the way things have been going this season, the Seahawks are about to get rolled. I proceeded to put money on them, and they got rolled.
They got rolled.
I literally proved. I manifested what the fuck happened, but it didn't faze me. I told him I'm gonna die on the sword. I'm not gonna change the way I bet.
Yeah.
And I got smoked. But hey, yeah. This next game, I don't know.
Actually,
I like the Commanders.
I think I'm
wait,
staying
how are you
away.
gonna say that? And then you're gonna say you already know. If you want to use your logic, I feel like you already know what team to pick on this.
Cause I'm not sold. I never really was sold on the Commanders.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is this genius that people are making him out to be this year. He always seems to have like an offense that early in the season, it's performing at a high level, and then once there's film out on, there's tape. I don't know. Defenses catch on, and his offenses don't typically perform as well later in the season.
I think that doesn't change the fact that this kid has a lot of skill.
No, he does, but shit, look what happened against the Saints. They beat them by 1 point. That shit was a nightmare. They did not look good offensively. They've regressed. They've regressed a lot since but I'm not saying Jaden Daniels isn't a fucking great quarterback. He's definitely the future.
I think they covered this.
But yeah, it's a tough game. If I had to absolutely bet it, I'd just take the home divisional dog here. But
what's up with Nick Sirianni, bro? He talked about it. Seems like I like the Commanders in this situation, but
I think Commanders is the right side. I don't know if I'm gonna bet it, how heavy I'm gonna bet it, but I think Commanders is the right side.
Bro, it's like I question all these bets, bro, because the next one it's like Cardinals, Panthers.
I don't even want to bet this game.
Panthers is plus. You take it plus 4.5.
Yeah, I think you got to bet.
I think you have to take the Panthers in this.
The Cardinals are not that good.
No, they're really not.
But then they do some weird shit where they start beating up on teams like this, bro.
No, I wouldn't categorize the Panthers with like the Patriots. They're not as bad. They beat up on the Patriots last week.
6 weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe, but
we would have been saying something different. Bryce Young obviously is showing traits of him.
You said I wouldn't put them as a bad team. They have the same record as the Patriots.
No. The Patriots, you would probably bet them in the beginning of the
record
season,
based.
But the Patriots are really bad.
I'm just really talking about like what you see on the field, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Patriots been struggling to put up more than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's not me saying I don't like Drake May. I like Drake May, but he really has
there's no supporting cast.
No.
I think the Panthers is the right side in this.
Yeah,
but
I just don't feel good about it.
Ugly ass game, bro. I'm tired of betting these ugly teams and being like, fuck, his team folded on me because they fucking sucked.
Yeah.
They fucking sucked.
Side of things.
Like there's a couple games we're gonna talk about next that these teams fucking suck. These 1 o'clock window has some ass teams.
Live dogs are not all that live this year,
ass fucking teams, bro. What's the next game? Look at how ass we get.
Titans and the Colts.
Dog shit teams. This is dog shit.
You gotta bet the Titans here. No brainer.
Bro, the Titans are the worst team against the spread this season.
Yeah, bro.
I know.
I don't know, man. I'm going Colts on this one.
No.
I'm going neither on this one. This shit is...
You're taking Anthony Richardson to lay points to lay 3.5. Good luck, brother.
What, they got Mason Rudolph, right?
Yeah, Mason Rudolph is starting at quarterback.
I hate Mason Rudolph.
He's better than Will Levis, bro.
He's got CTE, though.
Whatever that's worth.
Bro,
he literally has
the
CTE.
my top 5 most hated quarterbacks, bro. Number 1 is Brock Purdy.
This is one of my favorite sides of the week.
Wow.
I'll be at the window cashing that ticket, brother.
You could have this game. This game is
bro. Go ahead, take it.
This is really why you be getting so mad on Sundays, bro. Because you said my favorite side of the week is the Titans.
I feel like you
versus
said
the
this.
Colts,
I feel like you said this multiple
favorite.
times with the Colts, bro. There's something with you and the Colts.
Bro.
I'm fading them.
Wait,
you taking the Titans?
Yes. I'm not taking
My problem
Anthony
is that
Richardson
you always
to lay
bet the
points.
Titans and the Colts. Both these teams stink.
I'm not always betting the Titans and the Colts. So last time I bet the Titans, they covered.
I feel like you're always
bet the
arguing.
Titans last week.
I feel like you're always
I
arguing
fucking-
about the
and I
Colts.
know. I hate both these teams.
I bet them against the Texans.
I
That's
hate
the last
both
time I
these
bet
teams,
them.
bro.
I bet the Colts. And that was a total disaster, bro. I'm sorry to say that fucking Titans just couldn't stop the Bengals. They were just getting fucking steamrolled.
And there was points that could have been on the board that weren't on the board too.
Will
it could have been
Levis.
worse.
Will Levis did Will Levis fucking that
shit could have been way worse. They talk about another game where they dropped it before going in the end zone.
Yeah, that was a that was hilarious. But
should have gave him 50, literally.
Will Levis just reverted to his former self, turning over the ball.
Bro, I hate this game, bro. I hate this game.
Didn't you love Will Levis coming out of college?
Fuck no, I never loved Will Levis.
You guys both were what?
I've never said I liked Will Levis.
No, but there was that game last year where they played. I think it was the Steelers.
I did.
And you guys were sitting here.
I was like,
we were watching that game together.
Dude's a legend.
Yeah.
Fucking
He was
liars.
flinging that shit.
Yeah.
You guys
He
were
was
both
flinging
like,
that
I
shit.
like this kid, man.
No,
I
you
like
know who's
him.
my
I like
guy, though? Even though he lost, is Bo Nix, bro. That's still my guy.
Fuck
I actually
Bo
don't
I like that guy.
Bo Nix
I
is
like that
overrated.
guy. I
I've
don't
come
like
to
him, bro.
realize.
Watch, I
really did a deep.
He does have
dive
a pretty
on Bo
ball,
Nix.
though.
You guys,
Pause.
Bro.
You guys say this.
213 yards Thursday night. 200 of them came after the catch. He's a check down
Wait
merchant.
for it, bro. This dude is a legend, bro. Wait for it.
He makes a good throw
the
every
same
now
way
and
you
then.
guys
But
gave up on Baker, and you guys said last week Baker couldn't cover. Baker gave them boys. Actually, he was a dog. He gave them outright, or was he a favorite? I know he gave them boys work last week. Bo Nix is the same type of guy.
Bro, he's like 26 and he's a rookie.
Yes, sir. So was like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was like 25.
He was 23
Joe Burrow?
when he was a rookie. He was 23.
Ain't no way. How
Yeah.
old is he now, bro?
he's 27.
He's 27. He's our age.
He's been in the league what? He was 23?
4
Bro,
years.
he's not been in the
that
league for
motherfucker.
2 years, bro.
Yeah, no,
Said
he
25.
wasn't 25.
He was 23,
Bo
bro.
Nix
He's a
is-
super senior, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Yeah.
liked Joe Burrow that much, so you knew the age.
Bo Nix is a super senior.
It's alright. I like Bo Nix.
For what?
He's a gamer, bro.
It's nothing. Yeah, whatever.
Gotta bet the gamers, bro. They got heart.
Like video games?
No, like gamer. Like he wants to win. He plays to win, bro.
Guess.
Shit, some of these quarterbacks be ass. They're not playing to win. They're playing for a check.
Like Caleb Williams? Next game?
That's the next game?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm waiting for the shitter of the Giants Falcons. Let's go Caleb Williams, man. Where's Giants Falcons?
Yo. Oh, that's the next one after this.
Oh, yeah.
Lions and Bears.
-7 is crazy.
Is this a game that the Bears show some light? Because they're on an 8-game skid right now.
This is a game that you're supposed to bet the Bears. The Bears always play the Lions tough.
But I feel like it's
But-
not. Lions just came off a loss. They're angry. They're going to beat down.
But yeah, I don't feel good about it. Especially the way this Bears team has been looking the last, the last 4 weeks?
Yeah, they're kind of atrocious.
They looked horrible.
Yeah,
Monday night against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from this game, but honestly, I'd probably just lay points.
Caleb, like, he makes some good throws, some impressive throws, but he
Oh,
also
the over?
just has a.
No, I'd pick Lions -7.
Oh,
He just, man, he's not letting go of the ball, bro. They were just running back a bunch of plays and like pointing out his biggest deficiency right now. He's not fucking just taking the check down or getting rid of the ball when he has a clear open man. You know? He's just holding on to the ball and he starts doing the
little twist and shit.
The razzle dazzle run
yeah.
around,
Thinking that-
USC fucking
Yeah.
You know,
Dude got grown men running at him, bro.
like come on, bro.
Not 19-year-olds.
And then does the just chucks that shit up and prays.
That he gets picked off and then
Or
cries.
picked off or just batted to the ground. Fucking incomplete pass. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably.
I don't really want to bet this game, but I'd probably lay Lions points.
Yeah,
The Bears already covered on them, didn't they?
they
They're
did.
covering twice.
They lost by 3.
Oh.
They
Covering
typically
twice
do.
is rare.
They covered last year, both games.
Shit.
Shit. Let's stay away from that one then.
Next one, we got the Giants at the Falcons.
That's-
Is the one you're talking about?
Dog shit game. Michael Penix, everybody
I'm
thinks
actually
Michael
excited.
Penix is about to lay 10.
Hey,
He could,
he could.
but I'm not gonna lay 10 on
Yeah,
fucking Michael
I'm in no
Penix.
rush to bet a rookie quarterback to lay 10
Yeah.
points on the road.
Now don't get me
No,
wrong.
no, at home.
Oh,
Now
still.
don't get me wrong. The Giants are selling.
No, yeah, they're
They're
done.
selling.
Oh yeah, they're trying to get that number 1 pick.
Yeah,
So,
they got DeVito in there.
but do I want to bet a rookie, and do I want to bet on the other side? Do I want to bet a team that's literally selling? No.
No, just stay
I
away
want
from
to bet
this
either
game.
one of these teams. It's
Just
a
stay
dog
away.
shit game.
Yeah, there's no point.
I'm going to look at the score at the end, and no matter which way it goes, actually, I would be surprised if the Giants win. So, but, like, if it's close or something like that, I'm just going to be disappointed, honestly. I'm going to be like, you didn't cover the spread on a team that's not trying to win?
The Vikings, sorry, not the Vikings, the Falcons, they have the number 4 seed, right? Because they're no.
The Vikings?
No,
you're
the
talking about
Falcons.
Who? The Falcons?
7-7.
No.
They're not? No?
No. The Bucs are winning that
The
division
Bucs are
right
winning
now.
the division. Okay.
Buck squad.
Yeah, there's really just no point in betting this game.
Nah,
There's so much
it's
more
too
quality
many
sides to take.
questionables.
Just stay away from this.
Yeah.
We're checking the fucking Falcons standing. That team is
No, because I
dead.
couldn't even. No, the Falcons could still make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're still
The Bucs
alive.
are not secured yet.
That team's dead, bro.
Damn, you really hate the Falcons.
Yeah, even if they make the playoffs, they're gonna get fucking shat on first
Yo,
game.
watch out Penix come in and ball out.
Shit, I hope he does. I like Penix, even
I
though he
do
got
too.
dogged by Michigan, and I called it and I bet it.
I think
And
I
you
remember.
bet it.
Yeah.
Chris had that game.
Yeah.
Go blue.
Next one we got the Vikings at the Seahawks.
Shit, bro. Seahawks are dog shit.
Yeah, they are.
Don't
Geno
do it
Smith.
again, Chris. They keep railing, which is this +3 number. It's the same number every time they get you.
I think you got to take the Seahawks here, man.
Oh, fuck no,
Shit,
bro.
bruh. I'm taking the Vikings.
I need to look at the injury report. I don't know what the fuck's going
Gotta
on
look
with
at the injury
Geno.
report. Yo,
Geno
Vikings.
got hurt, bro.
Vikings.
Realistically, if the Packers, if Geno didn't go down in that game against the Packers, they had a really good chance to win that game outright or
You
just
don't feel
cover
that
in the
way.
second
Who
half.
came in?
You don't feel that way.
Sam Howell. What do you mean? I
He did. I remember.
felt, that's exactly how I felt. I was texting Laz about it. If Geno was in, we'd probably get this cover. But Geno, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. What's Geno Smith's status?
I like Vikings in this.
I don't know. I'm looking it up. I don't really see much.
Just look at the injury report, bro. It's probably listed as questionable.
No injury designation. Expected to play.
What the fuck?
Full
That really
participate.
makes me think. Why the hell did he just sit out the rest of that game? Cost me my money.
Trolling. Not a gamer.
They replayed like the play that he got hurt multiple times, and I couldn't like spot where it is that he tweaked his knee.
Yeah.
You know that shit was over, bro. You said, fuck it, I'm out.
They were only down like 10 points.
Bro, you knew that shit
Or
was
11
over,
points.
bro. You knew that shit was over.
Sam Howell got the ball back, I think, 2 possessions, I want to say at a minimum. Down 10 points with an opportunity to take the team down to go get a push on the spread.
I was literally
Never.
talking to Laz, and I think I told you this because I
Yeah.
walked over there. I was there like,
No faith.
I
had
want
no
you to
faith.
know, Laz, he's about to throw big.
Yeah, I had no faith. I
About
was
to
right
throw
there
big.
with you. Geno, they were moving the ball. They just stalled out. So, yeah,
Speaking on bets,
I probably just got to.
no, it's random.
Back
I
to
was
Seahawks.
gonna throw money on Notre Dame on that college football game.
Oh, they fucking destroyed Indiana.
Yeah, bro.
I bet that game live.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
But I bet that game live, Indiana +16. They covered.
Oh, they
covered,
did?
though. Yeah,
I'm about to say,
They
fuck.
scored 2 last-minute touchdowns.
Wow. What'd they lose by?
10. They still didn't cover the spread, the initial spread.
7.
But I bet it live. Yeah, I had a feeling Notre Dame was not laying 16 on them.
Next one, we got the Patriots at the Bills. Like, why is this +14?
Because they're probably going to beat them by
Like,
14.
Bro, no.
I'm not betting it, but they're going to beat them by 14.
No. We just had a game that was +18, right?
Plus 16.5.
The
Ravens.
The Ravens, it was +16? Okay. Yeah. Like, this should be, like, bro.
Aaron,
No, this is fair.
there's 2 teams. There's 2 teams. Other than what the Ravens did last week, there's 2 teams that literally beat the shit out of lesser teams. One of them being the Bills. The other one being the Lions.
Who was the Bills?
No, the Bills always do this.
They
when
do.
it's big spreads, they dog them.
Yeah,
This is a really big spread, but every time it's been like -9, -10 Bills, I bet them because those motherfuckers end up dogging that team. They're green.
Yo.
yeah, I'd probably have to take the Bills here.
Yo, this may actually be the deciding factor on MVP.
If he dogs him,
If Josh Allen dogs the Patriots and Lamar loses, yeah. But if it's the other side around, then it'll probably balance it out, and Lamar will probably take it. Because this is basically Josh Allen's Ravens.
Full transparency, I told Aaron to take Lamar MVP at plus 1,200.
I did.
I'm saying there's reasoning to you rooting for this.
Oh,
fucking
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
actually, I didn't even think of that. I'm just going based off like how things
he's
been
just
going.
he's just a fan now.
Yeah.
It's not the money. It's not the money. He's just a fan.
No. Actually, I completely forgot about that.
He was a critic, but now he's a fan.
But I would say this is basically
used to be a big time Lamar critic.
Big time Lamar critic.
Oh no, I'm critical of Lamar. But the last year he shouldn't have won MVP, and I stand on that. He should not have won MVP.
He was the best quarterback in the league.
Nah, there was terrible. Yeah, the best out of literally historical worst quarterback play.
Right? It should have been Tua.
No, it should have been Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's fair.
It should have been. But
that's fair.
We already know MVPs. Yeah, it's not it's only quarterback.
He was the best quarterback of the most.
Last year was terrible quarterback play.
Most important division, most important position in football. I can barely fucking speak, but
bro, Christian McCaffrey balled out so much that he's hurt the whole next season.
I guess, but then again, the way I see this playing out, the Bills are going to dog the Patriots. I don't know if Josh Allen is going to put up, a crazy
if he
stat line
struggles,
necessarily.
yeah.
But
if he struggles, I think it would
and
probably
maybe the
level
Ravens squeak by the Steelers, and Lamar doesn't put up an impressive stat line either. So this may kind of just be like
a break even.
I feel like Josh Allen's
kind of a
gonna
neutral.
get 1 or 2 early TDs, and they're just gonna run it on the Patriots and just stop them like
and
that.
Josh Allen's gonna be the one running it in.
Type shit.
They're giving it to him.
Literally.
They want him to win MVP.
Literally.
He's actually having a career year in life. Didn't he just get engaged?
Yeah.
Career year in life.
Career year in life. That's crazy.
A career
I like
year
the
in
way
life.
You put that, honestly. You might be onto something.
Yo, that's crazy. I just thought about it, bro. This fits the NFL storyline.
Oh, shit.
Perfect.
I guess.
She's not as
MVP. He's getting married. He may just win the Super Bowl.
Nah, Lamar.
Nah, they're not gonna give it to him. They're not gonna give it all to him.
Come in and play. I hope. I can only hope.
Yo. But not gonna lie, that's a Cinderella. Not Cinderella. That's a perfect NFL storyline right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He may be the next Travis Kelce.
I don't know if they give that many fucks about Josh Allen though.
Why?
I don't know.
Just something about him.
Something about him.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
The tweets will come back. The tweets will come back, bro.
Those tweets from 2009.
They can't hype him too much.
Dude's a fucking minus 900 MVP favorite right now. That's unfathomable.
Has there ever been a time that the favorites, like minus 4 something, that doesn't win MVP? Like somebody else wins? Has there ever been something like that?
Purdy last year at one point, leading up to that game against the Ravens, was minus I think in the 2s.
Yeah.
There was someone that had a ticket that they sold. They had
because people were
they had
he's gonna win it.
Like a cash ticket they placed at a book in Vegas. Someone put a lot of money on Purdy MVP at I don't know what the odds were, but dude made a killing selling the ticket. He sold him the ticket. I think it was a week or two, or maybe that week leading up to that game against the Ravens.
Yeah.
He goes out there, throws 3 interceptions against the Ravens, gets fucking dogged by Lamar, and that ticket went to the garbage, bro.
Yep.
Dude paid had to be $40K plus for that ticket,
Jesus
something
Christ.
like that. Yeah, crazy.
That sucks.
Buddy that sold it,
he made his money.
Great investment.
Next one, we got the 49ers at the Dolphins. This is going to be a warning. In this situation, when the franchise is on the line and there's a slither of hope, and most teams...
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just letting y'all know I'm betting the 49ers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When you have hope that the Dolphins should win, just know that they're going to lose. And as a Dolphins fan,
But
I'm going to bet on the Dolphins.
As I was saying earlier, there's always a point where these trends, there's an outlier. They snap. Is this that game? I'm not too confident.
Brother, I don't
I mean,
know.
the 49ers are not good. They're not a good team. Let's be real.
They're
But
not
Joey
a good
Bosa
team.
going after Tua, I'm a little scared.
Wait till you see Debo
No, not Joey
Samuel
Nick.
getting the handoffs. Because he's the only running back they got left, bro.
They're not.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Who's running the ball?
I think me and you betted on Debo, right?
They're rookie.
We were like,
They have
yo,
a
he's bound for like a bounce back game.
Shit.
He did absolutely
Dog shit.
fucking nothing.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
But I'm
I
not
don't even
gonna lie.
remember him. I don't even remember a highlight.
I'm not going to lie. What a schedule spot for the 49ers, though, having to play the dog shit Dolphins. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why God punished me to have to watch this team play football. Because they fucking stink. And
You
I
wanna go to
wouldn't.
the game?
I'm not putting fuck no. I'm not putting any hard-earned money on them for the rest of the season. They need to fucking do something.
Yeah, McDaniel.
That shit is
make it five.
embarrassing, bro.
That 1-17 record. Wait, hold on, wait.
No, 3-15 against teams above 500.
It's fucking embarrassing.
That's McDaniel's record.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
If I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
tired of
that's
this, bro.
what it is.
I really am tired.
But hey, the 49ers aren't above 500.
Hey, so we do have some hope.
Oh, shit.
It's a good point right there.
Oh,
I
shit.
made just money line.
We're still gonna lose.
I don't think
We're still going to lose.
that record is, that record doesn't say it. That doesn't give you the full story on this 49ers team this year.
I hate Brock Purdy.
Injuries do, but
It's crazy how every single running back got hurt.
that's fucking
Every
insane. They ran through
single
3 running backs.
running back.
Never seen that.
I don't know why they don't just hand the ball off to Debo Samuel. He can't catch.
When the Ravens lost J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I was like, bro, this is fucking unheard of. They lost their 1 and 2 back. We were signing motherfuckers off the street.
Yo, did
But-
you guys sign Le'Veon Bell?
Yes.
Right?
We had
you
Le'Veon-
you had Cook, right?
Le'Veon
That boy
Bell.
was coming off boxing matches.
No, not Dalvin Cook was with us last year for like one playoff
Oh,
game.
okay.
You signed Le'Veon Bell off
Le'Veon Bell,
boxing matches,
fucking
bro.
Latavius Murray,
Yo,
like bunch
yo,
of
no,
older
I'm
dudes.
not. But Latavius Murray
Yeah, he was
contributed.
solid.
Yeah,
He was solid.
Yo, it's
Bro.
crazy how big he is. Dude's like 6'3", like
He's like-
250,
he's like a
and
big-
then his feet are skinny as hell.
He's
He
like-
just be running,
He's like a B grade Derrick Henry.
basically. Yeah.
Yo, in all seriousness, honest pick. You taking the 49ers or the Dolphins?
49ers.
I'm taking Dolphins, bro.
Oh,
Come on.
49ers. You can't put money on the Dolphins, bro. They stink, dude.
Yeah, I'm down on that sword.
Yo, today was ugly sweater day at work, bro. Dude wore a Dolphins sweater, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. That
Damn.
shit's ugly as fuck.
That's fucked up.
I was mad as hell.
Next one, we got the Jags at the Raiders.
Pass.
What's his name? Trevor Lawrence is just
Pass.
out, right? They're just like, yeah, we're not gonna bring you back. There's no point.
Bro,
Yeah,
look
he's
at their
done.
records,
Yeah.
bro. Pass, bro. They're not gonna have
Although-
anybody in the stands.
O'Connell is supposed to be starting this game, and that would indicate that the Raiders still got some sort of fight left in them. They're giving O'Connell another start.
Or they
He's-
just know he's gonna secure the loss.
No, he's been better. He was fucking better than Minshew when he was, Minshew was fucking stinking up the joint. They had to go to O'Connell, and he played decent.
Yo, Minshew's kind of like
The refs bailed out. Let's
Who
not
the-
forget, O'Connell had an outright win in his pocket as a 14 fucking point dog against the Chiefs. The refs fucking sold.
what game was I watching last week? And goddamn, Tim Boyle came out.
Oh,
What fucking game was that?
Fuck, Tim Boyle is on the Damn, don't tell me. I know exactly what. Fuck, man. I was watching the game as well.
It was versus the Ravens.
Yeah, the Giants. Yep. Yeah, sorry. He's behind DeVito.
Why?
DeVito
Yo,
was concussed.
I'm watching the TV. I hear Tim Boyle.
Bro,
I
that
said,
motherfucker,
bro, this dude just doesn't go away.
he just doesn't.
He just survives. Does he have a man bun?
Tim
What a
Boyle's
fucking idiot.
Tim Boyle's
Look
been
at that
all
haircut.
Tim Boyle's been all over the fucking NFL, bro. Repeatedly just getting opportunities after putting up
Yo.
1 touchdown and 7 picks at UConn. Or whatever the fuck his stat line was that one season. It was insane.
I like this next game.
Yo,
Yeah, we can go on to the next one.
I like this next
yo,
game.
dude has a man bun,
You
bro.
like this next game, Chris?
Fuck Tim Boyle. I'm not even looking at the schedule.
We got
Just trying to
Bucs
get
at the
sleep.
Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Cowboys +4, homie.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Buck squad.
kind of crazy that the public's all over the Bucs.
Buck squad.
But I could see Baker coming in. Texas,
Yeah.
and balling out.
Yeah.
Nah.
Remember?
I think this
Whoa,
is
whoa.
the sell week.
Whoa.
I think as long as Baker has Mike Evans catching footballs,
Why?
they have hope every week.
Wait, hold on, wait. I got a story right here. Is Baker Mayfield, mind you, Mayfield right now, Mayfield statistically, he's like number 6, number 5 in the league right now.
He's
Quarterback play.
Turning over the ball.
He's just turning over the ball now because the last couple weeks he's just been turning over the ball. But Baker Mayfield going into Texas and Mike Evans going into Texas where they grew up.
You know, Baker Mayfield actually got replaced by Patrick Mahomes in Texas Tech.
I like.
And then was
you
a
don't
walk
think
on
this
at
Cowboys
Oklahoma.
defense poses a threat against the Bucs?
I think as long
It's
as
more so Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I got you.
bro, as
Tough
long
to
as
back
Mike
Cooper
Evans
Rush.
is playing football, the Bucs can beat the Cowboys, bro.
But the Cowboys defense has shown some life in recent weeks. So
Yeah, they kind of resurged a little bit.
they fucking sold against the Bengals, bro.
Yeah.
They had that game in their
Bro, that
back
game-
pocket. Blocked the punt
Yeah.
with a minute and some change left. Could have
They,
just
like,
milked the
blocked
clock and
the-
kicked the field goal.
Didn't they block it? Their team touched it, and then
Yes.
it turned into that was
Yeah.
some crazy shit. Yeah.
Total fluke. That's just the year that just embodies what the NFL is right now. A 5-point dog. They just catch a crazy break like that. 5-point favorite, sorry, and go and fucking score a touchdown and cover
You talk
Yeah.
about
within the
dudes-
last 2 minutes.
Talk about
of a
dudes
game.
ending the year with 40 touchdowns. Baker drops 3 this game. He ends the season. He's going to be at 35. He's going to end the season with 40.
That's good. I like seeing that.
So he's about to cook the Cowboys. Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night under the big lights in Dallas. I'll be a little nervous. Not gonna lie. But next
He's going
one.
to throw a couple picks.
Oh no, he's definitely throwing 2 interceptions.
Don't get me wrong, but he's going to have 3 touchdowns.
Yo, have we been able to watch Baker Mayfield versus Jameis Winston? Have you been able to?
No.
Have we
Baker
been
Mayfield's
blessed?
not as bad as Jameis Winston, bro. Jameis Winston will really
No,
throw
Jameis Winston is
100
worse.
picks.
He's gonna throw 3 picks. Baker's gonna throw another 2, but they're both gonna have like 400 yards, and they're both gonna run the ball and get up like they just trucked over damn Namdekan Suh. That's how it goes.
No, we haven't been able to watch that matchup, unfortunately.
Damn, we haven't been
And we
blessed.
probably won't. I don't know if Jameis will ever get another opportunity at a starting job.
Nah, yeah, he's cooked.
What do you mean, bro?
Rightfully so.
You gotta believe in God. You gotta believe.
Dude, he's not being delivered from those pick sixes. Those pick sixes are continuing to be delivered to the opponent. Unfortunately.
Oh man,
For Jameis. We all love
But-
Jameis, but
that's a pretty good Sunday night
Jameis
game. I
fucking
like
sold.
it. Next one, we got Saints at the Packers. This is a yeah. But this is a pretty
You don't
classic game.
You don't even want to
Yo.
watch that game.
Is that Toaster Strudel playing
Really
at
don't.
quarterback for the Saints?
Rattler's back.
What the fuck did you call him? You called him a
toaster
toaster
strudel,
strudel?
He got
Holy
benched.
shit.
Heiner?
The dude,
Yeah, he got benched.
he got benched. He was that ass?
Rattler came in and fucking
You know what you got to do,
pulled
right?
the backdoor cover.
Spencer Rattler plus 14. Fuck it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Why did they
I'm not
see
even
him
watching.
and think that he was actually going to do something, bro?
Rattler got in the game and brought them within a point. Almost pulled an outright win.
Yo,
That's very
fucked
Spencer
up,
Rattler.
bro. Yo, why they got this man like that?
Dude, he looked horrible.
He was bad.
That's the fucking bum that came in against the Broncos and blew my fucking under. He looked like Jesus
Oh my God, he had a 16
for one
QBR.
drive in garbage time.
That shit. That,
Yo, you know what's crazy? That
He looked
Broncos
great.
143 QBR rating versus on that one drive.
this is a
Yo,
really,
he's really
You saw
bad.
that shit? See? Fucking sickening.
He's really bad. Wow.
Fucking bullshit.
This is a really
Dog shit
shitty,
Fresno State product.
Really shitty Monday Night Football game.
Horrible.
It's really shitty.
Versus the Packers?
We
though?
should have been getting a DC4. You know, Jordan Love matchup here. But
I'm not betting this game.
I would have took Carr at +6 here, you know, against the Packers on the road.
Yeah. That would have been a good game, not gonna lie.
Absolutely. And he would have won this shit. And he would have balled. He would have had 4 touchdowns, 1
That would
interception.
have been his,
And then he would have lost the next week by 30.
yeah, classic Derek Carr.
Fuck.
But yeah, I got no opinion on
Yeah,
this
I have no
one.
opinion on that shit either. We could leave
Take
that
the
shit
under.
at that.
I don't know.
We could leave that shit at that dog shit game. This guy, you just be sitting here just clicking on players, bro.
That's why I be
fuck you
knowing
looking at the
random
honey
shit.
badger, bro.
That's why I just be knowing random shit about players.
Randomly picking the honey badger, bro.
Tyrann Mathieu, bro. My dog's still out there. Fucking.
That's a goat.
What's Tyrann? How old is he now?
32.
32.
Coming to an end soon.
He's not that old. I thought he was a little bit older.
He's had some good years though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good player right there. But I think that's about it.
That's our picks, man. Lock in. Don't look at my record on the Instagram.
Think we could get our picks in for tomorrow's games? I mean, we kind of already know what we're going to choose. We kind of said it.
I don't
I'm
want to
going
put
Chiefs
either of those
and-
games on my fucking official card.
Yeah, I don't want to put either one either.
Damn.
Nah, I don't feel that
The only one I
confident.
feel decent about is Ravens. To be honest with you, not that good to put it in my picks.
Not that it matters.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are going to finish above 500 at this point.
Nah, bro. You got to have faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna win out.
Got to have
There's
faith.
still hope. As long as there's games, there's
I
hope.
don't know, bro. You're kind of far.
Oh, I'm very far.
gonna lie.
Very far.
You're kind of far.
We're
very
within a
far.
game of each other.
Yeah.
Because you have a push. We really
Yeah.
fucking. But yeah, it's looking sick. I can't lie. Last week I was sitting there like, all right, I'm 1-1 right now on the fucking. No, sorry, I went 0-2. But then I'm watching these 4:00 window games. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking 3-0. Colts about to go up 20-7. Who else did I have? Chargers 17-10 at the half. Fucking who else was it?
All my games looked ass.
Yeah,
my
it
only
was,
one
it was
the
looking
lock.
bad
lock.
for me from the
Bills,
beginning.
man. The Bills,
I
baby.
already saw the vision. I was like, oh, I'm 0-4 already.
I was looking at those
But
games.
bro,
like, what is
we
this
sit
shit?
here and we talk about certain sides that we like, and those fucking sides cash, and we just overthink it. Like the Ravens, I like the Ravens. I like the.
I like the fucking Bucs. I didn't pick the Bucs.
Yeah. Who else did I
No,
like?
you
I didn't.
you picked the Bills.
I picked the Bills. The Bills was my lock. That was the only game they won.
Yeah.
But I felt really good about the Bills.
I like the Bills.
Bullies
I
get-
agreed with Nick. I didn't take it.
The
I didn't
bullies
put them
get
on.
bullied, bro. That's what happens. Lions got bullied.
But yeah.
Yep. Call it.
Yep.
All right, tune in, subscribe. Yep.